My name's Colonel Jeff Pixley. I'm the commander of basic military training. Thank you for joining the United States Air Force. Thank you for raising your hand and promising to give of yourself, to sacrifice, to do something that most Americans never do. You probably want to know how to be successful in basic military training. Fight for yourself. Don't give up on yourself, and when you're about to, work with each other, lean on each other, because you'll be successful when you're a team.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
When you leave basic military training, you're going to understand how to wear the uniform. You're going to understand what it is to live by the core values, and you're going to know the value of your teammates. If you live up to my expectations, you'll be here 7 weeks from today, and you'll be about to graduate.
At this time, we'd like to take a moment to inform you of the specific flight locations on the parade field, as viewed from the bleachers from your left to right. Flight 040, led by Staff Sergeant Kirk Johnson. Flight 041, led by Master Sergeant Jennifer Dowling. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 042, led by Technical Sergeant Aaron Williams. Flight 043, led by Technical Sergeant Ariel Coleman. In the center of the parade field is the Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Matthew Powell. The Drum and Bugle Corps, Flight 048, led by Technical Sergeant Anthony Cruz. The flight selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags, Flights 046 and 047, led by Technical Sergeant Kayla Welch. Flight 044, led by Technical Sergeant Benjamin Preisler. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 045, led by Technical Sergeant Cody Hopper. At this time, please find a place to sit. Thank you and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Lee.
Good morning, everyone. As I pray according to my faith tradition, I encourage you to pray according to yours. Sovereign Lord, the maker and sustainer of all things, we thank you for the opportunity to celebrate a joyous occasion, graduation from basic military training. Every trainee here persevered and fought their way through. They have shown dedication and grit. They have had a glimpse of what it means to be part of something bigger than themselves. Today, each trainee will swear an oath and be welcomed in as fellow airmen. As they take another step in their mission to fly, fight, and win, would you be by their side, Lord? Bless them in their comings and their goings. Protect them and guide their path. Strengthen them and give them courage. May each person of the 331st Training Squadron set an example of what it means to be an American airman, leading the way. Watch over them, every single step they take, every single day. We ask for your presence here in this place. In your mighty name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Colonel Jeff Pixley, accompanied by his wife, Andrea. The Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Dan Anderson, accompanied by his wife, Stephanie. The Reviewing Official, the Commander, 355th Wing, Colonel Scott Mills. The Senior Enlisted Leader, the Command Chief, 355th Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Dana Council. From the Graduating Squadron, the Commander, 331st Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Joshua Harden, accompanied by his wife, Major Jennifer Harden. The Senior Enlisted Leader, 331st Training Squadron, Chief Master Sergeant Tawana Hannibal, accompanied by her partner, Senior Master Sergeant Tamika Brown. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Zachary Huey. Colonel Mills will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of the 118 specialties. They will then move to serve at one of the 84 installations around the globe and work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. .737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence Streamer is awarded to Flight 045 for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 31 October 2022 to 16 October 2022. Signed, Jeffrey Pixley, Colonel, United States Air Force. The Commander's Excellent Flight was led by Master Sergeant Hyman, Tech Sergeant Hopper, and Technical Sergeant Fitzpatrick. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors.
Review.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the Enlisted Heroes Walk. The men and women recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish acts as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention, our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, the Commander of Airmen, Technical Sergeant Zachary Huey, Military Training Instructor, hometown, King, North Carolina. Band Flight, Flight 048, led by Technical Sergeant Anthony Cruz, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Queens, New York. Flight 040, led by Staff Sergeant Kurt Johnson, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Cibolo, Texas. Flight 041, led by Master Sergeant Jennifer Dowling, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Fullerton, California. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 042, led by Technical Sergeant Aaron Williams, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Tacoma, Washington. Flight 043, led by Technical Sergeant Ariel Coleman, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Memphis, Tennessee. The Color Guard, led by Technical Sergeant Matthew Powell, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Blakely, Georgia. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags, Flights 046 and 047, led by Technical Sergeant Kayla Welch, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Flight 044, led by Technical Sergeant Benjamin Preisler, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Schertz, Texas. PT and Commander's Excellence Flight, Flight 045, led by Technical Sergeant Cody Hopper, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Rancho Cordova, California. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the graduates from Flight 048, performing under the direction of Master Sergeant Nathan Gill, military training instructor, hometown Yorba Linda, California. Ladies and gentlemen, rendering a flying salute to our graduated airmen is an HC-130J Combat King 2, call sign King 81. King 81 is flown by Captain Joe Piscopo and First Lieutenant Sean Platt. The loadmaster on today's flight is Master Sergeant Michael Mueller. The aircraft is from the 79th Rescue Squadron, 335th Wing, Davis Mountain Air Force Base, Arizona. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all of the family and friends who are here in support of those graduating today. On behalf of the United States military and basic military training, we extend our thanks to the many families and friends of America for your support of our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement help motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Mills will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Good morning. Welcome. If you've never been to a military speech, 2 quick warnings. if you see the speaker wearing a microphone, and you see the speaker carrying notes, be worried. This is a long speech, and I'm going to drag this out as long as I can. I'm kidding. I know that in this moment, all you want to do is go shake the hand of your airman. I know how much they mean to you, and I hope you know how much they mean to us. From Pixel Chief Anderson, what an honor it is to stand here today. Thank you so much for having both Chief Counsel and I here. It is the greatest honor of my career to stand here. And what an honor it is to look out amongst all these families, all these loved ones, all these friends, everyone who came to cheer on our brand new airmen. 7.5 weeks ago, you entrusted us with our nation's greatest treasure, your loved ones. And your support has pushed these airmen to successfully complete basic military training and join the world's greatest Air Force. And I want to take the time to tell you thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for every lesson you taught them along the way. Thank you for every word of encouragement you passed, not just in the last 7.5 weeks, but every moment until this moment now. But most of all, most importantly, thank you for your trust. Thank you for the trust you place in the United States Air Force and the military training instructors you see in front of you. I promise you they have not let you down, and we will not let you down. Speaking of which, I'd like to take a moment to thank our military training instructors. I would ask, and just case in point, there'll be 2 of these where we all stand up and sit down. And every military training instructor, past, present, please stand. Woo! I see you in the crowd, and I want to tell you thank you. And I want to tell this group in here, you amaze me. Your passion, your professionalism, your commitment to our airmen is truly humbling and awe-inspiring. Thank you. Thank you for every late night. Thank you for every early morning alarm. Thank you for your time. The time that you put into every airman that is standing here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that in this moment, all you want to do is rush the field and take your airmen in your arms and tell them you love them. But here's what I will ask, that after you do that, you find a military training instructor, shake their hand, look them in the eye, and say thank you. Their impact to our Air Force and to our nation cannot be understood by any of us here. Let's give them one round of applause, please. Most importantly, to our nation's newest airmen, thank you. Thank you for answering our nation's call. Thank you for your fortitude. Thank you for your perseverance. Thank you for your grit. Thank you for your service. And whether that road lasts a few years or 36 years, I just have 2 things to ask of you. The first is just to remember. Remember that person that got off the bus. Remember that day 7.5 weeks ago. That person no longer exists. Standing in their spot now is an American Airman. And remember that passion, that commitment that you feel right now, that commitment to duty, a commitment to selflessness, a commitment to the airman standing next to you. That passion will carry you on the days that are hard, and it will help you carry others on their tough days. Remember your core values: integrity, service, excellence. These are not an achievement, they're a standard. They're a foundation you'll stand on to reach higher and further than any of us ever could without it. The second thing I will ask is that you be ready. If you look across the world today, don't see stability. You see instability and aggression in Europe and in the Pacific. Be ready. Because this isn't the end of your training. This is the beginning of something else, beginning of something more. And there will come a time in the future, a time of crisis, a moment where you are asked to be better than good. When good enough won't be good enough, you don't have to be great. And every oath, every promise that you've made will come due. And all I ask is that you be ready in that moment. Be ready to lead. Be ready to motivate. Be ready to inspire. And be ready to fight. Be ready. Remember who you are. And be ready to live up to that. Going forward from this day, remember that you are airmen. And if you look around, I would ask any airman in the audience, all airmen, to stand up. Any service members, past, present, Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, personnel that have put their service in front. Look at that crowd. There are two truths that you can always hold on to moving forward. Number one, you will always be an airman. And number two, you will never stand alone. We will always stand with you. Thank you for all you've done, and thank you even more for all that you will do. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force?
Instructors, place your flights at attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as Colonel Mills will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, Airmen. Welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Mills. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, guardian of freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail.
As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention a salute as the U.S. flags pass. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass. As viewed from the bleachers to the left of the reviewing stand, flights 040, 041, 042, 043. And to the right of the reviewing stand will be flights 044 and flight 045. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Graduates of the flag mast will be released to their visitors at the equipment locker after they secure their equipment. Base